The argument. Over the hill of the great city lives Mr. and Mrs. Wizard. Mr. Wizard worked hard, and Mrs. Wizard had several children. One day the wizard couple were having an argument. It wasn't long before they were using their powers. Mrs. Wizard was doing dishes, sweeping floors, and washing windows with her power. She did this so her children couldn't hear her argue with her husband. Mr. Wizard was using a deck of cards. With his magic, he was hitting baseballs with the clubs for the boys outside so it would keep them away from the house. The spades in the deck of cards were digging in the garden at all the rose bushes. Soon the hearts in the deck of cards were kissing Mrs. Wizard. It always worked to calm Mrs. Wizard down. And finally, the diamonds on the deck of cards formed a crown on Mrs. Wizard's head, and she was silent. Soon a loud crash was heard as everything that was turned magical stopped and fell. This trick always helped Mrs. Wizard, and soon fireworks from the both of them lit up to the roof, letting the children know that their argument was over. The children cheered, and as the conflict was over, and soon they returned to the house to pick up the mess and settle back to their peaceful life. Until next time an argument would come up, which wasn't very often. Mr. and Mrs. Wizard were happy. The end.